What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just got done doing a TikTok live, so I'm in a lit mood. I'm trying to get hyped because I'm gonna be training quads and glutes today, and I'm gonna be doing a voiceover so you guys can learn form and know exactly what I'm doing so I can explain it to the T, because a lot of you always ask me, oh, what do you do for legs? What do you do for glutes? And they always want to know the correct form on how to do something. So I'm gonna be showing you guys that today. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that points out certain things they don't like about themselves in the video, but just so you know, my eyelashes are looking crazy. I need to get my eyelash extensions filled. So I'm looking a little crazy right now and I'm breaking out, so it's not ideal, but I just had to mention that so you guys don't think I'm looking crazy. Also, I noticed in a lot of my past few videos, I say so fucking much. So I just said it again. I'm trying to work on it because I noticed like I use filler words, like literally, so I'm trying my best to not do that, so bear with me. But I just want to say I'm really grateful for you guys stumbling on my channel. You have no idea how much it means to me. If you guys don't already have me on Instagram, make sure that you follow here. And then I also have a TikTok account and I go live just about every single day around 2 to 4 p.m.-ish. I highly recommend that you guys follow me on TikTok if you want to interact with me live, because I'm always just blasting music and having a good time and just interacting and answering some questions. I'm about to head out to the gym. I always make sure that I have everything I need. This is why it's important to have a gym bag, because I never take anything out. Everything I need is actually already in there. I always just double check just to make sure. But I have my lifting belt, I have my ankle straps for glute stuff, I have my pad, and I have my tripod. So we all set. I'm actually gonna bring my camera to the gym. I'm vlogging on my phone right now because I realized that I just like the lighting better on the phone. You don't have to adjust it, and with the camera, you actually have to adjust the settings and know how to use it. So to me, it's a little bit easier to go on my phone. I always make a mental checklist to make sure I have everything I need. I'm not trying to leave my AirPods or anything. I have my gym bag, I have my purse, because you can't drive without your license. And then I bring my big ass water bottle. It's a half-gallon bottle. Gotta make sure I have all the water in the world for my leg days. It's insanely hot outside and I just opened my car and it's so humid. Not looking forward to going in my car. I'm literally sweating. Here's a cold start for all my little car lovers. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a pole real quick. Let's see if I can get a pop. We didn't get any pops, unfortunately, but next time we will. Alright, my friends, first things first for a leg day is to always do my little lunge stretch. I like to do this because it opens up my hips and it just stretches everything out, so I feel a lot better. And what I'm doing right here actually really helps my hamstring. I hold this lunge stretch for 15 seconds on each side, so that's basically 30 seconds total for the whole entire lunge stretch. Next stretch I do on my leg days is called pigeon pose, and it's actually a yoga pose, and what it does is it stretches your hips and your lower back. So when you're performing this, it's going to increase your flexibility of the hip flexors and your lower back, so it's a really good stretch. It's a must-have on your leg day. I really enjoy doing standing lateral band raises because it really opens up my hips and the resistance from the band really helps with that, so this is why I do this exercise. When performing this movement, I tend to do 12 reps on each leg. Something I always like to incorporate, especially when I'm doing quads, is I like to do pulse squats, and you don't need the band, I just have it on from the previous exercise, but I like to do the pulse squat because it really gets me ready for the movement that I'm about to perform, which is going to be the squat. I used to do barbell squats last year and I just took a break from it because I noticed that I really hated it so much to the point where I didn't want to work out. So now I use Smith machine and I really want to focus on growing my quads, so that's why I'm doing narrow stance squats. And what you're going to do is make sure that your legs are more closer together and it's really going to focus on your quads. Something to really focus on when you're squatting is your depth, and depth just means how far you're going down. So as you can see, my depth is really good because I'm going low in the squat, and this movement is just really good for your glutes as well. I filmed this exercise from a different angle as well, just so you guys can see how it looks from behind. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that your feet are a little bit more forward when you're on the Smith machine, and then you're gonna wanna go all the way down. You also wanna make sure that you focus on where the bar is on your back. So a lot of people don't know where the bar placement should be, and I put it right in my traps because that's where it feels most comfortable. So I suggest putting it on your traps and adjust it accordingly to how you feel. This next exercise that I'm about to get into, it's probably one of the most hardest ones I do, and it makes me sweat like crazy. It makes me feel like my life is over. It feels exactly like Bulgarian split squats. This is called the reverse lunge, and what this focuses on is your quads and your glutes. It mainly focuses on your lower glute, so that's why I really like incorporating these, because I'm really trying to work on my lower glutes. Exercise can be formed with dumbbells, but I personally have been using the Smith machine because I can load a bit more weight. So I've been having fun with the Smith machine, but like I said, this exercise is so deadly. This is how it should look when you're performing it on the other leg. During the movement, I like to make sure that I'm leaning slightly forward because it's going to put more of an emphasis on your glutes. Try to focus on not slamming your knee on the ground, and also make sure that you're not going too far back with that back leg. I highly recommend that you guys try this exercise, and if you do Bulgarians and you're really sick of doing them, I honestly suggest switching it out for this because it's more fun to me. Next up, we have leg press, and I'm going to explain foot placement because I really want you guys to know the difference on how you put your foot and what it's going to target. So if you put your feet higher up and wide, it's really going to focus on your hamstrings and your glutes. But if you go a little bit more further down and narrow, it's going to be your quads. So I kind of go a little bit high, but I stay narrow. So I'm still kind of focusing on my glute stretch, but I'm also training my quads too. Common mistake I see people doing is not putting their legs all the way to their chest, so make sure you guys are doing that. Next up, we have sumo squats, and the reason why I add sumo squats into my quad days is because I'm really trying to focus on toning my inner thighs, and to focus on your inner thighs, you have to do a wide stance. So when you're doing a sumo stance, it's really going to work those adductors, which are your inner thighs. All of these videos are sped up, but I just want you guys to know I'm doing tempo work, so I'm counting 4 seconds down and 4 seconds up so I can really feel that burn in my glutes. Just to let you guys know, this exercise is not a glute isolating exercise, but it is still working your glutes during the movement, but it's mainly focusing on your adductors and quads. On quad days, I really make lower glutes a focus, and on my hamstring and glute days, that's when I'm making the upper glutes a focus. So this exercise is really good for your lower glutes. This is called the glute bias step up. Try to remember all of the cues I'm about to tell you in your head while you're doing this movement. So you want to lean slightly forward so you're putting more of an emphasis on your glutes. And in the video, you can see that my leg is going down like really fast. You actually want to focus on going more slow, and I'm trying to work on that myself. I'm really trying to go down really slow because you want it to really work your glutes. Also want to make sure once you're actually going up, you want to control the movement in your heel, so you're going to really feel it in your glutes when you're doing that. Here's another little perspective for you guys to see it on a different side. So like I said, you want to make sure that you feel all of the force in your heel, and that's how you're going to feel the movement way more. Last but not least, I've been incorporating hip adduction because, like I said, I really want to focus on my inner thighs right now. So I tend to do this as my last exercise. If you're not sure how to use this machine, make sure that you're paying attention to how I'm setting it up. I pull the yellow thing at the bottom to make sure that I open it wide, and then I actually take my arms and I hold the seat and I lean forward because I feel a really weird feeling if I'm sitting normal, and it kind of feels like my muscle's about to stretch. So I just lean a little bit more forward and I feel way more comfortable for the movement. When I perform this exercise, I do about 16 reps, so I make sure that the rep range is always super high for these, and I do lightweight. Alright my friends, so that concludes the quad and glute focus day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope that all the form tips helped you guys, and I absolutely hate quads. Like, it's probably the worst day of the week for me, but it has to be done to get some killer quads. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to your girl if you guys are interested in seeing more weight gain tips and many other informational videos and fun videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.